to come forward and hoist the flag. Thank you, dignitaries.
गायन्ति देवाः किल गीतकानि धन्यास्तु ते भारत भूमि भागे स्वर्गापवर्गास् पदमार्गभूते भवन्ति भूयः पुरुषासुरत्वात्.
ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೆಲೆದಿರುವ ಎಲ್ಲ ನನ್ನ ಭಾರತೀಯರಿಗೆ 77ನೆಯ ಸ್ವಾತಂತ್ರ್ಯ ದಿನದ ಶುಭಾಶಯಗಳು.
In celebrating Independence Day, we are celebrating our Bharatiyata. In diversity, we Indians have a commonality. It is this common thread which binds all of us together and inspires us to walk together with the spirit of Ek Bharat, Shreshth Bharat.
भुला ना पाएगा काल प्रचंड एकता की आग को, शान से फैलाकर तिरंगा बढ़ाएंगे देश की शान को. एकता ही संबल है, तोड़े झूठे अभिमान को, कंधे से कंधा मिलाकर मजबूत करे आधार को. इंसानियत ही धर्म है, बस याद रखे भारत माता के त्याग को. देश है हम सबका, बस समझे कर्तव्य के भार को. आज के इस पावन पर्व पर सभी का स्वागत करने के लिए मैं आमंत्रित करता हूं हमारे विद्यालय की हेड गर्ल सुश्री रितिका बैनर्जी को.
Respected Chief Guest, Brigadier Jagdish Chandran, Director Academics Dr. Chandra Chandrasekharan, Principal Dr. Sita Shankar, Vice Principal Ms. Deepa S., Coordinators, Quality Heads, Parents, Teachers, and my fellow students. A very warm and patriotic welcome to all of you on this momentous occasion. It is an honor to be before you as the head girl and extend my heartfelt greetings. Today, as we gather here to celebrate the 77th anniversary of our nation's independence, we not only remember the sacrifices made by our forefathers, but we also reaffirm our commitment to upholding the principles that make our country truly remarkable. I extend a special welcome to our esteemed chief guest, Brigadier Jagdish Chandran. Your presence adds immense significance to this occasion, and we are eager to gain insights from your experiences and wisdom. I now request our Director Academics, Dr. Sharda Chandrasekharan, to welcome our distinguished chief guest. We are also privileged to have our Director Academics, Dr. Shata Chandrasekharan, whose vision has guided our institution to excel in academics and character building. Now, I request our respected principal, Dr. Sita Shankar, to welcome our Director Academics. Our beloved principal, Dr. Sita Shankar, has been the pillar of support, leading us with her guidance and dedication. I welcome our dear Vice Principal, Ms. Deepa S., coordinators, quality heads, parents, teachers, and the entire student community. Your collective efforts make our school a nurturing space for growth and learning. Each one of you plays an integral role in shaping our future. Independence Day is not just a day of celebration, but also a day of reflection. As we hoist our tricolor and sing our national anthem, let us remember the sacrifices made by countless souls who fought for our freedom. Let us pledge to cherish and protect the unity, diversity, and progress that our nation stands for. So let the spirit of patriotism and determination fill our hearts as we embark on this celebration. Let us make this Independence Day a memorable one. Jai Hind.
ಧನ್ಯವಾದಗಳು ರಿತಿಕಾ ಬ್ಯಾನರ್ಜಿ. ಮಾರ್ಗದರ್ಶನ ಮಾಡುವ ನಿರ್ದೇಶಕ ಮತ್ತು ಗುಂಪನ್ನು ಗುರಿಯುತ್ತಾ ಮುನ್ನಡೆಸುವ ನಾಯಕ. ನಮ್ಮ ಪ್ರತಿಯೊಂದು ಹೆಜ್ಜೆ ಹೆಜ್ಜೆಯಲ್ಲಿಯೂ ಆಗುವ ತಪ್ಪುಗಳನ್ನು ತಿದ್ದುತ್ತಾ ನಮಗೆ ಮಾರ್ಗದರ್ಶನ ನೀಡಿ ಪ್ರೋತ್ಸಾಹಿಸುತ್ತಿರುವರು ನಮ್ಮ ಶಾಲೆಯ ಪ್ರಾಂಶುಪಾಲರು. ಈ ಸಭೆಯನ್ನು ಉದ್ದೇಶಿಸಿ ಹಿತನುಡಿಗಳನ್ನು ಹೇಳಬೇಕಾಗಿ ಕೋರಿಕೊಳ್ಳುತ್ತೇನೆ.
Respected Director Academics, Dr. Sharda Chandrasekharan, distinguished Chief Guest, Brigadier Jagdish Chandran, Vice Principal, Headmistress Global Toddlers, teachers, parents, and dear students. At the outset, I would take this opportunity to wish each and every one of you present here and joining us remotely a very happy 77th Independence Day. Today, we have all come together beyond the barriers of religion, community, caste, creed, language, and gender to pay tribute to one commonality that binds all of us, our great nation. Indians and people of Indian origin across the world, from New York to Melbourne, are celebrating today. And that makes us wonder, is India just a country? It's a culture. It's a way of living. As they say, you can take an Indian out of India, but you can never take India out of an Indian. Today is an extra special day for us this year. Our celebrations are very close to the moon, and it's a day of pride for each one of us standing here. 76 years back, our forefathers fought for freedom. Even 20, 30 years back, we were looking at other countries exploring space, making advancement in technology. Today, the world is looking at us with bated breath at our innovation, our advancement in medical science, healthcare, space exploration, technology, and we are a force to reckon with. The whole world is looking for us. And India is not just a third world country, a country of snake charmers. We have charmed the world with our music and dance and culture. But unfortunately, the biggest threat our country is facing today is brain drain. Youngsters are going abroad. The intelligentsia of the country is moving and looking for translocating to better places. I would use the word better because there's nothing better than your homeland. We have had stalwarts who have been educated abroad. Dr. Vikram Sarabhai, Dr. Kiran Majumdar Shah, Dr. Devi Shetty, Narayanan Nambi. These are a few names I can take. All of them educated abroad. But they came back to serve their motherland. And that should be the spirit that we invoke today on the 77th Independence Day of our country. John F. Kennedy once said, "Ask not what the country can do for you, Ask what you can do for the country. When we stand here under one flag, think about how can you contribute to the development of the nation rather than thinking what the country has done for you. A very famous poet of Telugu, Gurujada Apparao, he was a freedom fighter. He said, Deshamante matti kadoi, Deshamante manushuloy, which meant that country is not just land and soil and boundaries. Country is countrymen. So you have to come back wherever you go, like a homing bird, and serve your countrymen and make the country proud. 20, 30 years down the lane, I would want to see each one of you making the country proud, standing united under one flag, and always ensuring that our flag is always fluttering high amongst all the other flags in the world. Vijayi Vishwa Tiranga Pyara, Janda Uncha Rahe Hamara. Jai Hind. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am, for your inspirational words. Now, I request our honorable chief guest, Brigadier Jagadish Chandran, to kindly come forward to deliver the keynote address.
A very warm good morning to all of you, and my best wishes and greetings on this Independence Day celebration day. First, let me show my gratitude to the Director Academics and the Principal for having given me an opportunity to be here, followed by my happiness and my total love for you people, the children who are here. I don't know what to call you, tomorrow's nation builders, or are you the top scientists, or are you the best of the administrators, the data, the digital, the information people, or are you the one who is going to protect us from space, air, land, and sea? All together, I can see you as the nation builders standing in front of me, like Sita ma'am said, maybe another 20 years, you would all start being part of this. Before you get into that, see, there is a famous saying that, the child is the father of the man. That saying is only come from that the simple mind of you, do not get it corrupted, and you be a child's enthusiasm mind forever before you show to every human being that you are the simplest but the purest, most capable, and you can do it, whatever it is. All of you would know that you can become tomorrow a principal, a director, or what I was, but we cannot become you. So opportunities are with you, not with us. Once again, my best wishes, greetings on this day, and the whole nation and the whole of Indians, wherever we are celebrating this day, and let's be part of that celebration. Jai Hind.
Thank you, respected sir, for your truly wise words. I request the band to command the march past. March past, a ceremonial procession stands as a vivid display of unity, discipline, and tradition. The synchronized movement holds deep historical significance and continues to be an integral part, symbolizing strength, commitment, and national pride. WJ Student Council is a valuable entity that promotes student engagement, leadership development, and effective communication within the WJ's community. Its positive impacts are far-reaching, contributing to a more inclusive, dynamic, and student-centered educational experience in our school. Our robust student council is led by the head boy, Akash George, and the head girl, Ritika Banerjee.
अब हमारे समक्ष आ रहा है रूबी हाउस, जिसका प्रतिनिधित्व कर रही है अहाना शर्मा। रूबी हाउस का ध्येय वाक्य है, लक्ष्य की प्राप्ति हेतु स्वप्न दर्शन। स्वप्न विचारों में बदलते हैं और विचार कार्य में परिणत होते हैं। क्रांतिकारी आदर्शों, सामाजिक परिवर्तन, राजनीतिक सक्रियता, प्रेम, शक्ति, उत्सव, सुरक्षा और जुनून का प्रतीक लाल रंग सब में आदर की भावना का आरोपण करते हुए रूबी हाउस झंडे की सलामी देते हुए पूरे आन बान और शान के साथ आगे बढ़ रहा है। अब हमारे समक्ष प्रस्तुत है सद्भाव, संतुलन, आशा और ऊर्जा का प्रतीक एमरल्ड हाउस का दल, जिसका प्रतिनिधित्व कर रही है ऐश्मी शर्मा। एमरल्ड हाउस का ध्येय वाक्य है, उत्साहपूर्वक अपनी ऊर्जा को उन लक्ष्यों तक पहुंचने के लिए प्रेरित करना जिन्हें हम प्राप्त करना चाहते हैं, जिससे हमें यश मिलना तय है। जीवन के कायाकल्प, विकास और परिवर्तन के निरंतर चक्र का प्रतीक हरा रंग विकास, नवीनीकरण और जीवन शक्ति से जुड़ा है। हरित क्रांति का प्रतिबिंब यह रंग भारतीय समृद्धि, स्वतंत्रता और प्रकृति के संरक्षण को दर्शाता है।
ಈ ಸುಂದರ ಮುಂಜಾನೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಸಿಮೆಂಟ್ ಹಾಸಿನ ಮೇಲೆ ಮತ್ತೊಂದು ಮೆರವಣಿಗೆಯ ತುಕಡಿ ನಮ್ಮ ಕಣ್ಮುಂದೆ ಪಥಸಂಚಲನ ಮಾಡುತ್ತಿದೆ. ಅದೇ ಸಫಾಯರ್. ಈ ತಂಡದ ರಕ್ಷಾ ಕವಚದಂತೆ ಮುಂಚೂಣಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ನಿಂತು ನಾಯಕತ್ವ ಹೊಂದಿರುವ ಇಶಿತಾ ಗಾಂಧಿ ನಿಷ್ಠೆ, ವಿಶ್ವಾಸ, ನಂಬಿಕೆಗಳ ಪ್ರತೀಕವಾದ ನೀಲಿ ಬಣ್ಣದ ಸಮವಸ್ತ್ರ ಧರಿಸಿ ಪ್ರೋತ್ಸಾಹಕದಾಯಕವಾದ ಹೆಜ್ಜೆಗಳನ್ನು ನೀಡುತ್ತಾ ಮುಂದೆ ವಿದ್ಯಾರ್ಥಿಗಳ ತಂಡವು ಸಾಗುತ್ತಲಿದೆ. ನಮ್ಮ ಕಣ್ಮನ ಸೆಳೆಯುತ್ತಿರುವ ಮತ್ತೊಂದು ತಂಡ ಟೋಪಾಸ್. ಮುಂದೆ ನಿಂತು ಬುದ್ಧಿವಂತಿಕೆಯಿಂದ ತಂಡಕ್ಕೆ ಮಾರ್ಗದರ್ಶನ ನೀಡುತ್ತಾ ತಂಡವನ್ನು ಮುಂದೆ ಕರೆದೊಯ್ಯುತ್ತಿರುವರು ನಕ್ಷತ್ರ. ಜ್ಞಾನ, ಶಾಂತಿ, ಏಕಾಗ್ರತೆಯ ಪ್ರತೀಕವಾದಂತಹ ಹಳದಿ ಬಣ್ಣದ ಸಮವಸ್ತ್ರ ಧರಿಸಿ ವಿದ್ಯಾರ್ಥಿಗಳು ಮಿಲಿಟರಿ ಬೂಟುಗಳ ಸಮಾನವಾದ ಹೆಜ್ಜೆಗಳನ್ನು ಹಾಕುತ್ತಾ ಪಥಚಲನೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಆತ್ಮವಿಶ್ವಾಸದಿಂದ ಮುನ್ನಡೆಯುತ್ತಿರುವುದು ಕಣ್ಣಿಗೆ ಆಹ್ಲಾದ ನೀಡುತ್ತಿದೆ.
Now, I would like to introduce a harmonious school band, striking chords of unity and creativity in WGS camps. Our school band is a vibrant community where harmony, discipline, and creativity intersect. Assembled with diverse talents and driven by a shared passion for music, WGS School Band is an emblem of unity, growth, and artistic expression. The birth of WGS School Band was a shared dream among students, instructors, and school administrators. It is a space where individual talents unite to create something larger than themselves. Like our nation, the diversity of our band mirrors the richness of the students' talents, fostering an environment where everyone's contribution is valued.
ವಿದ್ಯಾರ್ಥಿಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಶಿಸ್ತು, ಸಂಯಮ, ಒಗ್ಗಟ್ಟು, ಪರಸ್ಪರರಲ್ಲಿ ಗೌರವ, ಸಹನೆ, ಹೊಂದಾಣಿಕೆಯನ್ನು ಬೆಳೆಸುವುದೇ ಈ ಪಥಚಲನೆಯ ಮುಖ್ಯ ಉದ್ದೇಶ. ಜೊತೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಹೆಜ್ಜೆ ಹಾಕುವುದರಿಂದ ನಾವೆಲ್ಲರೂ ಒಂದೇ. ನಮ್ಮಲ್ಲಿ ಭೇದವಿಲ್ಲ. ನಾವು ಪ್ರತಿಯೊಬ್ಬರಿಗೂ ಗೌರವ ನೀಡಬೇಕು, ಧ್ವಜಕ್ಕೆ ವಂದನೆಯನ್ನು ಸಲ್ಲಿಸಬೇಕು ಎನ್ನುವ ಜವಾಬ್ದಾರಿ ಬೆಳೆಸುವುದು. ಹಿಡಿದ ಗುರಿ ಉದ್ದೇಶವನ್ನು ಸಾಧಿಸಲು ಪಥಚಲನೆ ಸಹಾಯವಾಗುತ್ತದೆ. ಒಂದಾಗಿ ಹೆಜ್ಜೆ ಹಾಕುವ ಸದ್ದು ಎದುರಾಳಿಯನ್ನು ನಡುಗಿಸುತ್ತದೆ. ಈ ಎಲ್ಲ ಉದ್ದೇಶಗಳು ಇಂದಿನ ಮಕ್ಕಳಲ್ಲಿ ಕರಗತಗೊಳ್ಳಬೇಕು ಎಂಬುವ ಆಶಯವನ್ನು ಇಟ್ಟುಕೊಂಡ ನಮ್ಮ ಶಾಲೆಯ ಈ 4 ತಂಡಗಳು ಭಾಗವಹಿಸಿವೆ. ಅಷ್ಟೇ ಅಲ್ಲದೆ ರಂಗುರಂಗಿನ ಉಡುಗೆ ಧರಿಸಿ ವಿವಿಧ ಭಂಗಿಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ವಾದ್ಯವನ್ನು ನಮ್ಮೆಲ್ಲರ ಕಿವಿಗೆ ಮುಟ್ಟಿಸುತ್ತಾ ಪಥಚಲನೆ ಮಾಡಿದಂತಹ ವಿಶೇಷ ಆಕರ್ಷಣ ಉಂಟು ಮಾಡಿದಂತಹ ವಾದ್ಯ ವೃಂದದ ತಂಡಕ್ಕೆ ನಾವು ವಿಶೇಷವಾದ ವಂದನೆಯನ್ನು ಸಲ್ಲಿಸಲೇಬೇಕಿದೆ.
वसुधैव कुटुंबकम की भावना से अभिप्रेरित जयशंकर प्रसाद जी के शब्दों में कहा जाए तो अरुण यह मधुमय देश हमारा, जहां पहुंच अनजान क्षितिज को मिलता एक सहारा। सरस तामरस गर्भ विभा पर नाच रही तरुशिखा मनोहर, छिटका जीवन हरियाली पर मंगल कुमकुम सारा। प्रिय मित्रों, कोटि कोटि कंठों से निकली आज यही स्वरधारा है। भारतवर्ष हमारा है, यह हिंदुस्तान हमारा है। भारत माता की, भारत माता की, भारत माता की।
I request your kind attention, dear audience. The cultural events of Independence Day will now be displayed in the auditorium. The dignitaries and the parents will make the entry through gate 1, and students and teachers will enter through gate 2. We request your cooperation for a smooth transition. The dignitaries and the parents will make the entry through door 1, and the students and teachers will enter through door 2. This is the order of movement to the auditorium, which I shall repeat. Students and teachers should move to the auditorium first, followed by parents and dignitaries.
Check, check, check. I request all the parents to move to the auditorium. All the parents, please, you all can move to the auditorium.
Distinguished guests, dear parents, our online viewers, and dear students, I wish you all a great Independence Day. We are excited to have each and every one of you here today to be a part of this remarkable gathering. Before we begin, we kindly request your attention for a few important instructions to ensure that the event runs smoothly and that everyone has a wonderful experience. Kindly settle down as quick as you can for the smooth running of the program. Request you to silence your mobile phones to avoid distractions. Thank you for your cooperation. Let's start today's cultural program with a national song, followed by a patriotic song to light up to light up our heart with the true spirit of patriotism, I request the school choir to take the stage. Thank you, friends. That was melodious. I now request our respected Director of Academics, Dr. Sharda Chandrasekharan, to deliver the motivational address.
Respected Chief Guest, Brigadier Jagdish Chandran, Principal Dr. Sita, Vice Principal Deepa, Headmistress Toddlers Bibu, coordinators, quality heads, teachers, and darling parents and children. A very happy Independence Day to all of you. It's indeed a pleasure to meet you physically and virtually. At least few times in a year we are able to meet like this. Sharda being here without a story makes no sense, and today we have a lot of stories. Yeah. The story number 1. All of you know the story of the lion and hare. Remember? Yeah. The hare was supposed to become the food for the lion, and the hare goes late. Lion gets upset, so she'll take the lion to the well and say that another lion is saying it is the king. So it sees and jumps. You all learned the story as a kid. But all your teachers stopped there, or your parents, your grandparents. They did not tell you what happened afterwards. Always this happens with us. What happened after that? Now there was no king to the jungle. The king is killed. Now where is the king? Now they needed to select a king. Whom will they select? Anyhow, the dead king's son was grieving. So they did not want another lion. And they did not want any other animals. They fought amongst themselves. Then everyone said it is actually the wise, intelligent hare which has done this. So we should make this as the king. So now the hare became the king of the jungle. Hare accidentally became intelligent, but it was not born to lead a jungle. So it was in its own world. There was anarchy. Suddenly, all the herbivorous animals came to the hare. And they said, you are the king and you are a herbivore. Did you see all these carnivores are eating us? Left, right, center. You being a king, you have every right to place one law, one order, that all animals should stop eating fellow animals. Put that order. The hare thought it is very genuine. We are all gift of God, sent by him. How can anyone else come and eat us? So immediately she decided, gave an order. All the animals in the jungle should turn vegan. That's all. Complete vegan. No animal food can be taken anywhere. What will happen to carnivores? 3 days they starved. They can't eat. Then they started really getting upset. They had a meeting. Then they started fighting with each other. We have to go and tell the king, who has done this? Why did this happen? And then they said that it is actually, the problem was with the lion. Such a stupid lion. Doesn't it know that it is its own actually image which is there? Every day it is going to the river to drink water. Can't it see its own image there? Doesn't it know that that old well is there? How did it just fall prey to the small rabbit? Such a stupid thing. Now the dead lion's son was very upset. He said that, what do you know what my father was going through? Do you know that there was a thorn in his paw? That's why he could not go. That's why he told all the animals to come. Without knowing, don't make any decision. They were fighting. They decided they will go and ask this hare to take away this. This is no more. We all have to live. Now they went to the hare. And they asked the hare to take it back. No, law is law. I cannot take it back. How do you expect us to live? I don't know. Eat, be vegan. We'll all be vegans, no problem. Now they started fighting again. Then the hare said, if any one of you want to become the king next, I have no problem. But you should defeat me. Okay? Then the cheetah said, come, I'll defeat you now only in the race with no time. But there is a clause. The one who wants to contest with me should be smaller than me, not bigger. I'm the king, no? Then you know what happened, tortoise came. And tortoise won the race, you all know the story. Why am I telling this is that this is meant more for the children and more for youngsters. Whenever we are deciding about whom we are choosing as our leader, let us be wise about it. Yeah? Otherwise, we will be actually fighting like the animals. Because we have a fantastic team of council here, actually elected by my own darling 2,100 plus children during elections. And this is what I want to tell them with this story, that they have chosen the right one. Because from the day they are elected till today, I have been observing all this elected council has been doing a fantabulous job. So can we give a very good big applause for them that they did not behave like the animals in the jungle, but they have chosen the right leaders who will stand, who will express, who will talk, who will present. So I'm proud of my entire team. Then, of course, I'm very proud of my leadership team who is doing a fantastic job. And I take this opportunity to congratulate them. You're doing a very good job. So for past 2 months, I have been observing, because you know that now I have become the director. I am no more in the frontal. So I'm more doing a mother-in-law's job. Okay, observe and put the finger and correct them and tell them, no, this is not the right way to do Vagera. Other than that, I'm not doing much. So I have observed that they're not giving me much chance to actually go and give them the advice. So you're doing a very good job. And my mother-in-law's job is reduced now. Now coming back to our Independence Day. Okay. Somewhere in 1930s, there was a family in one of the small towns. This is a true story. And this family, there were almost some 30 of them are there in the family. 2 brothers. And these 2 brothers are the bread earners of the family. One brother was working with the local king as an accountant. Another brother was working with the railways, as a station master. Now, those days, many of you may ask your great-grandfathers or grandfathers, if they were there, that the job of the station master is not just being the station master. There were no pantries. There were no food stalls in the station. So the station master provides food. And they will carry huge carriers full of food from home, big can full of milk for the babies who are traveling, and there will be water provided, and the house will be right behind the station. So those who want to bathe can go to their house and bathe. The house was more of a chowltry, those days they used to call, for the passengers. My grandfather was also a station master, that's how I knew about this. So this man was doing all this. And 1930, civil disobedience movement has started. Salt law passed, and of course, Dandi March began. People have been called for civil disobedience. The elder brother left his job, joined the civil disobedience. And this younger brother continued his job as the station master in that particular station that is working for the British. Few days, few months passed, everybody started asking question, why isn't the younger brother joining this entire movement? Why is he working for British? Why is he actually not being a patriot? Why is this happening? This question kept on being asked, taunted, he was outcasted, people were not talking to him, the whole family was questioning him. Everybody had the same question, are you not a patriot? Don't you love your country? What are you doing? Why are you doing this? 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, 17 years, this man did not leave his job. He continued his work. And the brother continued, went to the jail, came back, went to the jail, came back, and we got independence. And in that village, all those people who have fought for the independence were felicitated by the whole village. The brother was also felicitated. Everyone praised the brother, and they said that I don't know, how can you keep a traitor in your house? Such a traitor your younger brother is. They kept on saying. Then the brother's turn came, elder brother's turn to speak. He stood up and he said, 17 years I kept quiet. The time has come for me to tell you all that my brother is not a traitor. It's a very willful, wishful desire and decision taken by both of us in consensus that when I leave the job, there should be some earning member so that all the 30 members in the family can eat food, and all those passengers who are coming to the station will have food to eat. So, when my brother, with his earnings, not only fed the 30 members of my family, but every passenger who passed through this station, he fed them. Who is a better patriot? Is it me or my brother? He needed that money, which comes from his job. So just because he served them, does it mean that he is not a patriot? My brother is equally a patriot, like me. Please do not call him a traitor. This story was told to me by my father. And I remember this till today, because when I was 10 years old, the story was told to me by my father, and I'm 61 now, entered 62. Why did I remember it? Is because he also told one more thing. Don't be judgmental about people. You do not know. You were never at the fork when they took the decision. Today, the children, all of us, are in a place where we talk that so-and-so decision taken by so-and-so person is wrong. Are we there at the time? Were we at that fork? Were we given the choice? No, we are not there. Today, sitting in our AC rooms, sitting under the fan, in a most comfortable, free land, free country, having freedom of everything, with inclusive of freedom of speech, we are deciding about whatever decision taken by our ancestors and our forefathers, which is not right. We need to take the good from the history, good from the past, leave the bad there. That's what is the progress. This is a message for all my darling children who are going to be the future citizens of this world, future citizens of this country. Please remember, history is there for you to learn better things. History is there for you to pave path to be a better citizen. History is there for you to learn from the mistakes committed by the forefathers, not to abuse the forefathers, not to let them down, but not to commit the same mistake. That's what we need to learn as the future citizens of this country, that please do not judge people. You are not there at that, number one. Number two, you have every power in your hand, so choose the right leader. Because tomorrow, about you and your leader, 100 years down the lane, their generation is going to speak the way you are speaking about somebody who is 100 years behind. Tomorrow, if somebody after 100 years talk about us, about the COVID, and they say how stupid people were, they locked themselves inside. Come on, yeah, we have a better way of living. That they knew after 100 years. But what we took at this time was very contextual, am I right? We are also going to become history. So when we are going to become history, let us leave a better history so that they will not criticize us. They will not tear us apart. They will not cut us into pieces. They will not mincemeat us, but they'll say, wow, what a fantastic society our forefathers have created. A society of acceptance, a society of tolerance, a society which took pride in being an Indian, a society which said that we are all together the best. This is the country which gives the best to everybody, inclusive of us. Every 100 kilometers, different food, different language, different culture, different people, but the same Indian. And you feel so proud of it. This variety nobody else gives. Somebody asked me, what is your better holiday destination? I say that I go to Kashmir, I go to Kanyakumari, I go to Ran of Kutch, I go to Mizoram, Manipur, I go to Karnataka, I go to Andhra, I go everywhere because what this country gives me, no other country gives me. It is all artificial for me there. History is here. This is what talks about what values we can bring in. That's my feeling. But we need to give this history to our children with a better feeling, with a better understanding. So this is for my darling children. Please don't be judgmental. Take the correct decisions and be the best person so that your future generation will speak in a better tone about you. Let us not be judgmental about people who went away, who are no more there. If we can speak good, let us speak good about them. Otherwise, we were never there at the place. This is what I wanted to tell you because I'm quite disturbed as the head of the organization, as the director academics, as a social studies teacher, as a citizen of this country, that today's acceptance levels are going down, and I do not want this to happen. The beauty of our country is in this diversity. Let us keep up this diversity with us because this is one flavor which is the best in this whole world, which is best in the whole universe that makes everyone look at us in awe. Wow, what a country is this. So let us feel proud of this country and join me in saying, Jai Hind! Jai Hind! Jai Hind! Love you all. Thank you so much.
Wow, ma'am. That speech really fired us up. I must say, we are all ready to take up any challenge as of now.
Now, I request our upper primary coordinator, Mrs. Chitra Kulkarni, to take over the stage for felicitation announcements.
Good morning, everybody. I never could have done what I have done without the habits of punctuality, order, and diligence, without the determination to concentrate myself on one subject at a time. As quoted by Charles Dickens, best suits our students who have been present to school in all the days in the academic year 2022-23. I would like to call upon Advait, who is currently in grade 6, to come up on the stage and receive his appreciation. I request the dignitaries to please come on the stage.
Ladies and gentlemen, please give a big round of applause.
I request the parents of Advait to please come on the stage. We have another student, Diana Priscil, currently in grade 4. She also got 100% in the academic year 22-23. I request parents of Diana to please come on the stage.
Put your hands together for that great achievement.
Thank you. We are delighted to announce the outstanding achievements of G. Amaldini of grade 8. She won a bronze medal in the International Karate Do Championship held in Busan, South Korea. She competed against participants from 12 countries and showcased her exceptional skill on the international platform. She has got many accolades attached to herself. She has represented the school in the Karnataka State Level Championship held at Bangalore, November 22. She has won 1 gold, 1 silver and 1 bronze medal. She represented us at the National Karate Championship at Chennai held in February 23, won 1 gold and 1 silver. She participated in the 39th All India Karate Championship at Goa on May 2023 and won 2 silver medals. She participated in the Asian Martial Arts Championship held at Delhi in July 23 and won 2 gold medals. We request parents of Amritani to please come on the stage.
Dear audience, please put your hands together for the amazing achievement. Wow.
She has made the country proud and very apt day to celebrate the achievements of our young Amaldini. I remember Sita ma'am telling in the morning that we have to hold the flag of the country high, and this is just the beginning, ma'am. Thank you so much. Congratulations to all the students who have received their accolades today, hoping to have many more in the upcoming years. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, our students are ready to light up the stage and excite you with the spirit and enthusiasm of this 77th Independence Day through an array of cultural events.
Any celebration brings to limelight the talents and versatility of our students. And this 77th Independence Day is no different. Let us all enjoy the amazing cultural extravaganza of our students.
Morning assembly disperses at the cue of special clap. Special clap followed by students falling in a line go to class.
Dhruv, is it just me or do you feel the goosebumps when our national anthem is sung in chorus?
Very true, Raghav. I feel the same sense of pride and loyalty towards my country. So much that I can watch to always be a proud and devoted Indian.
Friends, did you hear our newsreader update about the upcoming student council elections?
Yes, of course. There's a circular for nominations and elections shared through MCB. I'm so excited about it.
Election in school? Why should we have elections?
Raghav, we have elections to choose student representatives who help us share ideas, interests, and concerns of the students with the school community. They contribute to the school spirit and community welfare. The student council is like the voice of the student body.
Wow, Dhruv, isn't it great that we stand a chance to elect our leaders?
Yes, even I remember Kavita ma'am mentioning something like
The world looking for, my friend, is democracy. It's about the power of the people, by the people, and for the people.
It is music period, and Miss Pramila, the music teacher, steps in.
Yes. Good morning, class. Good morning, ma'am. How are you all feeling today?
We feel patriotic, ma'am.
How lovely! That's an apt mood for the month of August. So let us grab this moment and rehearse our song for the Independence Day. such a feel-good song, reminding each one of us the struggle for independence and the sacrifices made by our unsung heroes. We would not be speaking of any system, let alone patriotism today, don't you think?
Yeah, that's true.
Yes.
It is now social studies period. Subject teacher Miss Kavita walks amidst this interesting conversation.
Well, that is a magic word you have given me to begin my class with. It is exciting to know that my class is talking about patriotism with such enthusiasm.
Ma'am, we were also talking about school council elections.
I am sure you are all excited regarding the upcoming school elections. But children, do you know the similarity between elections in school and elections that happen in our country?
No, ma'am. Ma'am.
That brings to the topic of today's class, democracy. The word democracy refers to a form of government in which people choose leaders by voting.
No, ma'am.
Speaking of democracy, you may already know India is the largest democracy in the world. Now, can someone tell me if it is the oldest?
No, ma'am. I think it is Greece.
Correct, well done, Dhruv. In our history, one civilization stands as the birthplace of a revolutionary concept that has shaped modern governance, which is ancient Greece. Participation by people in the decision-making process and to have a say in their own destiny. This is the story of democracy.
I read in a book that the journey from ancient Greece to the modern world has been one of the continuous learning and adaptation. Ma'am, that's when I came to know that it is the oldest democracy.
Ma'am, I believe every country should follow this amazing system. Democracy is not just a system, it's a way of life. I remember my dad telling me that in democracy, the most important thing is active participation. We must exercise our right to vote, right to voice our opinions, and to hold our leaders accountable. I agree with you, Anne. The true strength of a democracy lies in the commitment of its citizens. As we enjoy the freedom that comes with independence, let us remember that with great power come great responsibilities.
Excellent class, you have the inference right. I would love to add democracy is a beautiful tapestry woven together by diversity, tolerance, and respect for one another's rights. Students, it is about time you also familiarize yourselves with the rights and duties of our Constitution. So let us do an activity to understand what we mean by our rights and what are our duties.
Yay!
So now who can tell me if it is a right or a duty? Honor the national flag and national anthem.
Ma'am.
Rihanna.
It's our duty. Honor a national flag and a national anthem is a duty. Which means that our national anthem and a national flag is our pride, our India's pride. So as the citizens of the India, we should honor this pride of us.
Now who can tell me if it is a right or a duty? Right to equality.
Ma'am.
Ria.
Ma'am, right to equality also means treat all citizens equally. It's a right.
Correct, Ria. So, now how do you like the activity?
Ma'am, this was such an enlightening activity.
Why do you say so, dear?
Ma'am, I understood that it's only if we do our duties, whether it's towards the nation or our society diligently, we can experience the rights.
Bingo! Both rights and duties go hand in hand. Only then we can understand to make our country a very harmonious society. So, children, do you know this? Do you know that where all the decision making by our leaders take place?
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am. Please tell us.
It is in the parliament, created after 1947. The Indian Parliament is an expression of the faith that the people of India have in principles of democracy. These are participation by people in the decision-making process and government by consent.
The Parliament House is where all our elected representatives discuss about all policy decisions.
Ma'am, now I understand the reason for tomorrow's field trip to the Parliament.
Like they say, a picture is worth 1,000 words. So see you all with the same enthusiasm tomorrow.
Children walk up to the Parliament proceeding.
Honorable members of the Parliament, the Honorable Speaker is arriving.
Honorable members of the Parliament, you may take your seat. I welcome you all to the Youth Parliament session of 2023. We shall begin this session with the oath of affirmation of our newly elected members present here today. Secretary General, you may do the honors.
I would like to call Mr. Soham Das, who stands elected from the Cuttack constituency of Odisha, to now take the oath of affirmation. Mr. Soham Das, would you like to take the oath of affirmation?
Yes, please.
In which language would you prefer to take the oath?
In Odia, please. ମୁଁ ସୋହମ ଦାସ ଲୋକସଭାର ସଦସ୍ୟ ରୂପେ ନିର୍ବାଚିତ ହେଇ ଈଶ୍ୱରଙ୍କ ନାମରେ ଶପଥ କରୁଛି ଯେ ମୁଁ ବିଧି ଦ୍ୱାରା ସ୍ଥାପିତ ଭାରତର ସମ୍ବିଧାନ ପ୍ରତି ଶ୍ରଦ୍ଧା ଆଉ ନିଷ୍ଠା ରଖିବି। ମୁଁ ଭାରତର ସାର୍ବଭୌମତ୍ୱ ଅଖଣ୍ଡିତା ଅକ୍ଷୁର୍ଣ୍ଣ ରଖିବି ଏବଂ ମୁଁ ଯେଉଁ ପଦ ଗ୍ରହଣ କରିବାକୁ ଯାଉଛି ତାହାର କର୍ତ୍ତବ୍ୟ ଶ୍ରଦ୍ଧା ପୂର୍ବକ ନିର୍ବାହ କରିବି। ଜୟ ଜଗନ୍ନାଥ, ଜୟ ଓଡ଼ିଶା, ବନ୍ଦେ ଉତ୍କଳ ଜନନୀ।
I would now like to call Ms. Srimati Manaswi, who stands elected from the Junagadh constituency of Gujarat, to now take the oath of affirmation. Srimati Manaswi, would you like to take the oath of affirmation?
Yes, please.
In which language would you prefer to take the oath?
In Gujarati, please. હું મનસ્વી યુવા સંસારના નીચેના ગૃહના સભ્યોમાં ચૂંટાયેલી ઈશ્વરના નામે શપથ લઉં છું કે હું ભારતોના સંવિધાનમાં વિશ્વાસ અને નિષ્ઠા રાખીશ કારણ કે કાયદા દ્વારા સ્થાપિત કરવામાં આવ્યું છે કે હું ભારતના સાર્વભૌમત્વ અને અખંડતા જાળવી રાખીશ અને હું જે ફરજ પર દાખલ થવાની છું તે હું નિષ્ઠાપૂર્વક નિભાવીશ.
Mr. Zaid Ansari, who stands elected from the Lucknow constituency of Uttar Pradesh, will now take the oath of affirmation. Mr. Zaid Ansari, would you like to take the oath of affirmation?
Yes, please.
In which language would you prefer to take the oath?
In Hindi, please.
मैं जैद अंसारी जो लोकसभा का सदस्य निर्वाचित हुआ हूँ, ईश्वर की शपथ लेता हूँ कि मैं विधि द्वारा स्थापित भारत के संविधान के प्रति सच्ची श्रद्धा और निष्ठा रखूंगा। मैं भारत की प्रभुता और अखंडता अक्षुण्ण रखूंगा तथा जिस पद को मैं ग्रहण करने जा रहा हूँ इसके कर्तव्य को मैं श्रद्धापूर्वक और शुद्ध अंतःकरण से निर्वहन करूंगा।
Honorable members present here today, it's with great sorrow that I announce the unfortunate demise of Srimati Vidya Bharadwaj on 13th August 2023. She joined this honorable institution in 19th September 2016 and served her country greatly. She was known in many communities for her selfless educational opportunities to over 3,000 children and help small businesses rise. she was also known for her a selfless contribution in many development projects and fundings. She shall be dearly missed.
महोदय, मैं श्रीमती विद्या भरद्वाज को अपनी श्रद्धांजलि अर्पित करने के लिए खड़ा हुआ हूँ, जिनके निधन पर सभी ने गहरा शोक व्यक्त किया है। वे एक सम्मानित परिवार से आई एक युवा महिला थी। उन्होंने वंचितों के उत्थान के लिए काम की और उनकी लोगों की भलाई के लिए कई सामाजिक संगठनों की स्थापना की। मैं उनके परिवार के प्रति गहरी संवेदना व्यक्त करता हूँ।
Madam, I associate myself with the tributes paid by you and the Prime Minister. I had the privilege to work with Vidya Bharadwaj as a colleague. She was a person who had a lovable nature and was hated by none. She devoted her entire life for the betterment of her people. I would like to convey my deepest condolences to her family.
The House may stand in silence for a while to express our deep sorrow. Kindly take your seats. Secretary General may convert his message of condolences.
I would like to share my condolences to Vidya Bharadwaj's family upon her demise. She was a diligent social worker and her death will be mourned by all. We are all deeply shocked by her sudden demise. She always had a smiling face and she was loved by all.
The questioner begins.
Now we enter into the question hour. Question number 90 by Srimati Sanvi.
Thank you, ma'am. The actions taken by the Indian government in Jammu and Kashmir have been deeply disturbing and insufficient. Amnesty International reported at least 60 instances of human rights violations, including mass killings, enforced disappearances, and
Please the
torture.
decorum of the parliament.
The government intensified repression, shutting down the internet for 18 months and restricting press freedom. Indian soldiers were accused of human rights abuses against Kashmiri civilians. Despite promising security and reform, the government revoked Jammu and Kashmir's constitution. Doesn't the government think its actions are unfair and alienating? What is the justification for these horrendous and widely opposed actions?
Honorable Minister of Minority Affairs, please answer a question.
Thank you, madam. Honorable member of the parliament, your question totally contradicts our real life stance. You speak of equal rights in Kashmir, and yet you were those who encouraged Kashmir to assert its domain for empowerment.
Honorable Minister, you have blatantly blamed the entire situation regarding the Kashmir conflict on us, while this is a clear insult and is practically inconsequential to the question that has been asked. I would like to ask you another question. Was the revoking of the two articles constitutional? But some lawyers assert that constitutional change of this kind requires a two-thirds majority in both houses of the Union Parliament. The court is already considering this as a constitutional challenge to Article 35A. Keeping all this in mind, is the action even taken by the government legal?
Honorable Minister
Member.
of Minority Affairs.
Honorable member, everything done to scrap Article 370 has been constitutional and legal. I would like to remind you that we have achieved two-thirds majority to pass this resolution. A presidential order was passed in 2019 which officially revoked Article 370. The governor of Kashmir, who is the representative of Kashmir's legislature, passed this bill, thereby implementing it. Our first Prime Minister, Mr. Nehru, had also stated that Article 370 was a temporary plan and it would eventually be removed.
Next question, 160A by Srimati Lavanya.
Thank you, madam. The Indian Air Force once used to be one of India's greatest accomplishments, known all over the world as a force to be reckoned with. What has our previously decorated Air Force been reduced to in the current times? 152 pilots, 534 various aircrafts. Just a brief look at the losses suffered from various unthreatened, non-active crashes. Inventory has been slowly degrading and the acquisition and induction of modern fighter jets and other aircrafts is nearly non-existent.
Maintain silence. Yes, you may go ahead.
Because of this, old, dysfunctional planes are up in the air as we speak, barely able to keep up with rest of the world in today's time. We would like to know what is exactly being done by the government regarding the acquisition and modernization of the IEF's inventory. Or is the government going to continue doing nothing?
Honorable Minister of Defense.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Respected ministers, esteemed individuals, I appreciate your recognition of the Indian Air Force's historic significance and its crucial role in the Indian operations. However, I must empathetically disagree with the assertion that our Air Force is outdated. Let me clarify the facts. Currently, we operate a mere 54 MiG-21 Bison aircraft, which are in the process of being phased out completely by 2025. In their place, we have plans to introduce the HAL Tejas Mk1 and the Mk1A, advanced 4.5th generation fighters, proudly designed and manufactured in India. This strategic shift towards self-sufficiency bolsters our armed forces. Moreover, we have acquired 36 Dassault Rafale 5th generation fighters, showcasing our commitment towards modernization. Aware of India's crucial role in the Indo-Pacific region and potential threats to our sovereignty, we remain steadfast. History attests that when our nation's sovereignty is challenged, we stand prepared to defend it, reminding the world of our unwavering strength.
Ma'am, we have follow-ups. No follow-ups will be entertained. Next question by Srimati Bhumika Bhed, 130A.
Thank you, Madam. Honorable members, we all know that healthcare is a fundamental right guaranteed to every citizen under the Article 21 of the Constitution. The Ayushman Bharat scheme was introduced to provide financial protection to vulnerable families against catastrophic healthcare expenditures, with a budget of 7,200 crores this year. However, a Lancet Global Health study found no significant improvement despite the 3,200 and 6,400 crores spent in the past 2 years. Concrete solutions are required by the government to ensure that the taxpayers' money is actually used to provide better healthcare facilities. The government has been sitting and talking about the problem, but when will the implementation begin? Actions speak louder than words. My question is very simple. When will the government accept and change their mistake?
Honorable Minister of Health, kindly answer a question.
Thank you, Madam. Let me remind everyone of the unexpected situation that arose in India 2020. Due to the rising cases of COVID-19, everyone was in a state of shock. Due to the rising cases and the implementation of lockdown, people weren't even allowed to leave their houses. Due to these unfavorable conditions, the citizens refused to go to hospitals in fear of becoming prey to this harmful disease. The ABPMJ saw a decline in use, but as of 2020-2022, 9.7 lakh, almost a million COVID treatments have been done. And as of 2022, 4 crore of the poor people of our country have gotten free hospitalized treatment. And as of 2023, PMJ has been implemented in 33 states and union territories.
Any follow-ups? Yes, Srimati Anvekha, you may ask your question.
Thank you, Madam. Honorable Health Minister, it is very appalling knowing only that 36% of hospitals under Ayushman Bharat have necessary doctors and just 24% have enough nurses. While hospitals under Ayushman Bharat, only 12% of them have fully functional ICUs and 18% have fully functional OTs. This lack of infrastructure and staff poses a serious challenge to providing our citizens with quality health care. Lack of essential facilities like such can be the difference between life or death in critical situations. So I would like to know that can the ministry put forward measures taken in ensuring this plight is rectified?
Honorable Health Minister, you may answer.
Thank you, Madam. The main aim of ABPMJ is affordable and accessible healthcare to all lying below the poverty line. As of 2023, 28,667 empaneled healthcare providers and 13,115 private hospitals that play an important role in the effective achievement of its goal.
Next question, 142C by Srimati Ashmita.
Thank you, ma'am. In a country like India, our religious and cultural diversities are what gives us our identity as a country and a person. The majority party claims to respect all religions, and yet their actions never fail to illustrate otherwise.
Maintain silence, let her continue.
The anti-conversion law that has been passed in 8 Indian states not only inhibits the rights of religious minorities but also violates rights protected by the Universal Declaration of Human Rights. In addition to this, the Sedition Law, Prevention Act and the Sedition Law have been used as grounds to silence anyone speaking out against the government time and time again, especially religious minorities. So, I would like to know what justification can the majority party give for these horrors that have been committed under the name of their law, and what are they doing to rectify it?
Honorable Prime Minister, please answer a question.
Thank you, ma'am. I would like to remind the honorable member that the acts passed in 8 states are anti-forced conversion laws, not anti-conversion laws. This states that any illegally or unlawfully converted people would be restricted. These processes would be restricted. If a person is willingly converting, we are putting no restrictions on them whatsoever. Regarding the sedition laws and UAPA, I would like to remind the opposition party that these laws have been used rightfully and lawfully by the center and have been backed successfully by the Supreme Court as well. The opposition tries to school us about secularism when they themselves have committed so many crimes and acts in the past which have tried to
Maintain silence. Yes.
appease certain communities. Kindly don't teach us about secularism. The entire world praises us for our inclusive development. Keeping Sabka Saath Sabka Vikas in mind, our schemes have benefited every Indian irrespective of their differences.
Next question, 166B by Srimati Aditi.
Thank you, ma'am. It's been almost 76 years since our country gained independence from the British. And one of the greatest developments to have taken place is the introduction of elections. Elections are meant to give citizens the right of choice. In 5 years, from 2015 to 2020, your majority party spent 56% of the total election outlay by all 18 parties. Your single party among 18 others spent more than half the total election expenditure. Why is your party not regulating the expenditure and instead spending most of it merely on publicity? Why is this money not being utilized for developmental purposes like building roads in our country, where 25% of villages still lack LPG, where rural folk are forced to travel several kilometers for a single refill?
Honorable Minister of Finance, answer her question.
Thank you, madam. Speaker, madam, as the honorable member of opposition mentioned in a question about the increasing election expenditure by our government, and I don't think this statement includes any credibility. Talking about building of roads, our government has built 8,06,851 kilometers of roads connecting 5 lakh villages. Also, 1,06,650 more roads are implemented, which will be completed by 2024 to 2025. Pace of construction has risen to 130 kilometers per day compared to the 98.5 kilometers what the opposition did when it was the government. Now, Speaker Madam, the data itself says that our government is working tirelessly for our people and committed for their welfare. However, the opposition cannot digest our success and are accusing us without any facts and
Maintain silence. Yes, continue. Okay. Any follow-ups? Yes, you may go ahead. Sharvari.
Thank you, madam. Honorable Minister, you have addressed the developments which have been made by your government. We haven't given statistics on the lack of development, so it is an entirely different issue which should be brought up in further detail at another time. What you haven't addressed whatsoever is the irresponsible spending by your government to stay in power.
Maintain silence.
Again, reiterating that India is well known internationally to be the largest spender in regular election, does the majority government truly believe that this unchecked spending is in the best interest of the nation?
Speaker, Madam, as the honorable member mentioned about the irresponsible expenditure by our government, well, firstly, we believe in democracy, and we as well as the people of India know that our government is fit for governing India. Elections are an integral part of democracy, and we are just spending money to retain power and continue the service to the people of India.
Next question, 113C by Shri Bhuvan.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Does India's commitment to justice, liberty, equality, and fraternity for all citizens hold true, or is it just a hollow statement? Despite decriminalizing the LGBTQ, they continue to face systematic discrimination and prejudice. Why does a country that prides itself on respecting and promoting various communities disregard the LGBTQ community's rights?
Honorable Minister of Social Justice and Empowerment, please answer his question.
Thank you, Madam. Honorable members of the Parliament, India, being a diversified country in terms of sentiments and culture, is taking baby steps towards ensuring equality to the community. As per Supreme Court landmark decision in Deepika Singh versus Central Administrative Tribunal, which offers unregistered cohabitation to same-sex couples on par with heterosexual couples. 15th April 2014, transgenders were granted reservations in educational and job opportunities. As of 6 September 2018, Section 377 was decriminalized in support of same-sex relationships. The government is assessing the current scenario of India and will surely do what is right. This is a positive beacon to the future changes towards the comprehensive anti-discrimination law towards the LGBTQ community. A journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step.
A message from the upper chamber.
Secretary General to report a message from the upper chamber of the Youth Parliament.
Madam, I have to report the following message received from the upper chamber of the Youth Parliament. In accordance with the provision of the rules of procedure and conduct of business in the upper house of Youth Parliament, I am directed to enclose a copy of Illegal Migrants Bill 2023, which has been passed by the upper chamber at its sitting held on March 10, 2023.
The upper chamber is discussing on the scheme for OBCs. This encapsulates 9 years of comprehensive compulsory school. Then, choice of optional secondary level, there is no tracking or streaming unless this point is reached. In this scheme, students have choice to not pay fees according to their economical condition, and they get free school meals.
The first 4 years is fun for the child, and as an individual, learning socialization skills through this scheme is helpful. If the child lives far from the nearest school, free transport is available. Secondary education, which is free but not compulsory, has a flavor of high school and junior college. Those who intend to continue with their studies can go on, and those who do not want to can get a secondary school certificate.
Secretary General to lay on the table a copy of the bill as passed by the upper chamber.
Madam, I lay on the table of the House the Illegal Migrants Bill passed at the 2023, passed by the upper chamber.
Honorable members, I have an announcement. On behalf of the honorable members, I have great pleasure on extending our warm welcome to the parliamentary delegation of Bangladesh who are on a visit to India as our honored guests.
We, the delegation, arrived on March 20th, 2023. We are now seated in the special box. We thank you for a happy and fruitful stay in your country. We would also like to convey our greetings to the Prime Minister of India, its government, and the people of India.
India and Bangladesh share bonds of history, language, culture, and multitude of other commonalities. The excellent bilateral treaty reflects the trust and understanding. Bangladesh extends a warm greetings to India.
Now we begin with the calling of attention.
Now, let us take up the calling of attention motion.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. Respected members of the Parliament, it is a pity to know that when we have to discuss women and children, the times are always limited. All these years, I have seen the members discuss about all sorts strictly and are given importance even if we are running out of time. We haven't allowed an efficient and substantial discussion on this topic yet, but now I am very glad that we are discussing it. You have mentioned that the rate of anemia among children from 6 to 59 months is 69.4%, and the rate of addressing this problem is 3% per year. How many years will it take for you to really take effective measures and produce a healthy generation?
Minister of Women and Child Empowerment, please.
Thank you, Madam. Honorable members, as the Minister of Women and Child Development, I can proudly say that from 2014 to 2023, we have taken effective measures for the empowerment of women and girl child. We are making sure that each woman is getting proper nutrition, security, and medical facilities so that even her child can stay healthy. The Beti Bachao Beti Padhao scheme, Ladli scheme, Kanya Shri Prakalpa Yojana, Sukanya Samriddhi Yojana, Balki Samriddhi Yojana, Ladli Lakshmi Yojana, Dhana Lakshmi scheme, and many more have ensured that women are empowered and enjoy equal rights. By introducing several new schemes for the betterment of infants, the government has successfully decreased infant mortality rates and are now aiming for a disease-free infant population.
Now we move to the introduction of the legislative bill.
Honorable Minister of Labour to introduce the bill.
Thank you, Madam. I beg to move to introduce a bill about the Fixed Working Hours Bill 2023. In India, there are several companies that exploit their employees. They make them work day in and day out tirelessly without even giving them a proper salary. This leads to trauma and several health issues. There are no fixed working hours. This bill is applicable to all working professions in India. There will be fixed working hours based on position, locality, and most importantly, personal conditions. Making an employee work overtime will result in a fine, and such act repeated more than 3 times shall result in imprisonment. The number of leaves for each employee would also increase. I believe this bill would help the citizens of India.
The question is that permission be granted to introduce a bill further to amend the Employees Provident Funds Act 1965. Those in favor, say aye. Aye. Those against it, say no. I think the ayes have it. The ayes have it. The ayes have it.
Now we move to some unstarred questions.
Now we will be addressing a few unstarred questions. First question by Srimati Mariam.
Thank you, Madam. India takes great pride in being a secular, sovereign, and democratic country. However, is this the reality? I am an Anglo-Indian, and in 2020, we lost our 2 seats in the parliament, which was because of the passing of Amendment 104 in the Constitution, which extended rights for other minorities like secular castes and secular tribes. But what about us? We are suffering and have been marginalized by the government as our troubles increase day by day while the government is doing nothing. Why is the government sitting so silently and not doing anything? We want justice.
Srimati Ramneet, kindly answer a question.
Firstly, madam, it is our country, not mine or yours. If you yourselves exclude your community, हम क्या करें? और अगर काम करें तो secularism in danger. और अगर ना करें तो silent terrorism और नालायक. Blatant hypocrisy. Regarding the scrapping of Article 331, which states that Anglo-Indians would get reservations in the parliament. Well, firstly, we should stop calling them Anglo-Indians as they are true Indians and we must call them Indians itself. A subsection in Article 331 says that the provision for reservation of Anglo-Indians should be scrapped 10 years after implementation. हमारी भारतीय संस्कृति में वसुदेव कुटुंबकम का मूल्य सिखाया जाता है. सारा भारत एक परिवार है और अगर इस परिवार में कोई शकुनी बन के आ जाए तो हम बिना किसी हिचकिचाहट से उसे समाप्त कर देंगे.
Next question, 101A by Shri Rayansh.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. We have seen several times how the scheduled castes have been discriminated against in society. The cases of discrimination and torture are increasing, but what is the government doing about this? Even in terms of education, we are severely discriminated against. And so, despite several agitations, our demands have not been met. What are the steps taken by the government for the implementation and execution of the Dr. B.R. Ambedkar Central Sector Scheme of Interest Subsidy on Educational Loans for Overseas Studies for OBCs and EBCs? Thank you, Madam Speaker.
Honorable Minister of Education, please answer his question.
Thank you, Madam. Dr. Ambedkar Post-Matric Scholarship for Economically Backward Classes, Himachal Pradesh 2022 is an initiative for students of class 11 to PhD level. The scheme aims to provide financial assistance to the OBC, EBC and TNT students to complete their education. The selected candidates will receive academic allowances and tuition fees up to 10,000 per annum. We are working as much as we can for the upliftment of scheduled castes, and we are making sure that the discrimination will soon cease to exist.
The last question, 66C, to be asked by Shri Anshuman.
Thank you, Madam. Despite having a young demographic with 66% of total population below 35 years of age, India still struggles with job opportunities, inflation, and poverty. Is this because the political class has failed to meet their aspirations? My question to the Home Minister is, what are the recent bills or policies passed by the Indian government to meet the aspirations of Indian youth?
Honorable Minister of Home Affairs.
Thank you, Speaker, Madam. Honorable Member of Parliament, we, the majority, have come up with various schemes for the empowerment of youth. Yuva Devo Bhava, Your Shakti Devo Bhava, etc. Vidya Lakshmi, which provides educational loans to the students, as even though there is about 25% of population below 25 years of age, less than 5% of them have proper access to such assets. Vidya Kaushal for loans for skill development. Pradhan Mantri Kaushal Vikas Yojana, which enables the youth to take up industry-relevant skill training and for better income, has benefited over 1 crore people. The Green Skill Development Program, which helps in providing expertise to the youth in green skill, has benefited over 2 lakh people and has provided around 60,000 candidate jobs in environment sector. These schemes have been very beneficial for helping the youth. Thank you.
The Youth Parliament 2023 is adjourned for today and will be continued the next day.
Kindly rise for the national anthem.
रत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड़ उत्कल गंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्छल जल तरंगा तव
Students are back in class post the field trip.
So, seems like we are much more enlightened, don't you think?
Yes, ma'am.
We have had an opportunity to view the parliament proceedings in real. We can clearly understand the roles and responsibilities of the members of parliament.
Ma'am, I understood that a proposal put forth in the House is debated, agreed upon, or opposed to. In the process of passing a bill and finally coming into enforcement as the law.
Ma'am, does democracy also face challenges?
Yes, Rahab. Newspapers show instances of political division, fake news, and attempts to undermine democratic institutions all the time. That is a serious challenge.
Very true. We can overcome these challenges by promoting education. On this positive note, as much as I would love to continue this discussion, I must conclude today's class by reminding all of you, democracy is not just for us, it is for future generations too. So, as we celebrate Independence Day, let us grab this moment and celebrate Independence Day with our rights and duties. Thank you and have a nice day.
Let us carry the spirit of democracy in our hearts. Let us strive to uphold the values of equality, justice, and freedom that define our nation. Let this day serve as a reminder that our journey towards a better future is an ongoing one, requiring our dedication and active participation. As dutiful citizens, let us not forget to exercise what is in our power, to exercise our duty to vote and play the significant role we are in shaping the future of our country. India, Mera Bharat Mahan. Jai Hind!
Jai Hind.
Jai Hind.
சுடு இருளை எரித்து விடு ஏழைக்கு வாழும் இருக்கின்ற இடைவெளி குறைத்து நிலை நிறுத்து அடக்கொட்டத்தின் திட்டத்தை சட்டத்தின் வட்டத்தை உடைத்து காட்டுக்குள் நுழைகின்ற காற்று சென்று காலனி எதுவும் அணிவதில்லை ஆயிரம் இளைஞர்கள் துணிந்து விட்டார் ஆயுதம் எதுவும் தேவையில்லை ஜனகணமன ஜனங்களை நிலை கனவுகள் வல்ல காரியம் துணை ஒரு செய்வோம் விதியினை மாற்றும் விதி செய்வோம்
I thank all the performers for giving such an astounding show of talent and entertainment. Once again, the audience, please put your hands together for that wonderful performance. Now, I humbly request our chief guest, Brigadier Jagadish Chandran, to announce the winners of the March Past. Please come forward.
Lot of heartbeat. The first prize goes to who? The Emerald House. And let's have two runners up. That is Ruby and Topaz. And it's not the third prize or fourth prize. The ultimate is Sapphire, the best. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
As we come to the closure of the celebration on the National Day of Independence, I request our head boy, Akash George, to deliver the vote of thanks.
Good morning, everyone. On this joyous occasion of the 77th Independence Day of India, we gather here to celebrate not just our nation's freedom, but also the spirit of unity, resilience, and progress. It is an immense honor to extend my heartfelt gratitude to each and every one of you who has contributed to the grand success of today's celebrations. Sir Brigadier Jagadish Chandran, your distinguished service to our country and your remarkable achievements inspire all of us to strive for excellence. On behalf of all of us, I thank you for your presence and valuable time, sir. Ms. Sharada Ma'am, Sita Ma'am, Deepa Ma'am, and Bibudita Ma'am, your dedication to education has left an indelible mark on countless lives. Your unwavering commitment to nurturing young minds is truly commendable. Your guidance and mentorship empower the future generation to realize their potential and hopefully will make meaningful contributions to society. To our coordinators and quality heads, your meticulous planning and relentless efforts behind the scenes have ensured that today's celebrations are nothing short of spectacular. Parents, your trust and support are the pillars upon which our school community thrives. Your unwavering faith in us fuels our determination to provide the best possible education and opportunities for your children. Your involvement and encouragement are invaluable. And last but not least, our students, the torchbearers of our future. Your enthusiasm, your creativity, and your relentless pursuit of excellence makes us proud. Your performances today are a testament to your hard work and dedication. It is with profound gratitude I extend my heartfelt thanks to all who have contributed to the success of this event. Together we continue to strive for excellence, nurturing the leaders of tomorrow, and contributing towards the growth and progress of our great nation. Thank you. I now have an announcement. I request all parents to remain seated. Students, please get up and go collect your bags. In charge teachers, please do the needful. Thank you. Ma'am, that's what Primala ma'am told me to say. She told me to make this announcement. Now.
As we draw the curtain on the celebration of the 77th Independence Day of our nation, I would like to quote the great nationalist poet Kuvempu, who enriched Indian literature through his native language, Kannada. Nanu alive, neenu alive, namma ellu bugala mele, mooduvudu nava bharatada leele. For the benefit of non-native audience, I shall translate these lines. I will pass, and so will you, but on our bones will arise the great tale of a new India. Thank you. Jai Hind. I request the audience to be seated as the dignitaries leave the venue.
Hello. Out of turn speaking, but I could not resist this. First of all, I want to thank all those teachers who have made the arrangements so beautifully. Our entire team of events management committee and the other planning committee, they have done a fantastic job. Can we give them a big round of applause? Year on year, they challenge themselves to do a better job. And I'm so proud of them. Darlings who are not here, please convey them. Whoever are here, convey it to the people who are not there. I'm extremely proud of this. Yeah, they have done a very good job. And my second congratulations is that to my team of children who trained this 6 to 8 along with the teachers. The entire parliament program has been trained by the students and the teachers. The 9th to 10th tier students who have done parliament, they trained the 6th to 8th along with the teachers. So congratulations to them. And you can see the typical approach of a child in our youth parliament. I'm extremely proud of them. We can give them a big round of applause. And these two darlings who are here, who have compared, and all those little ones who performed, they did a very good job. Above all, we have to give 3 cheers to our country. So 3 cheers to India. Hip hip. Hip hip. Hip hip. 3 cheers to the teachers and parents of WJS. Hip hip. Hip hip. Hip hip. 3 cheers to our WJS children. Hip hip. Hip hip. Hip hip. Love you all.